It's that time again. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to talk about Halo Infinite. If you don't care, you can click off. If you've made it past the first few seconds of this video, congratulations. I will give you a video clip of Subway Surfers playing on the side so you can stay attentive and listen to what I have to say. Before I do start, I need to put on some music to relax. Halo Infinite has been out for about 2 years now, since 2021, and it came out as a beta early access, and you already know how that went. Unfortunately, 343 sucks, and it's like the previous team that worked on it until like right now there's some management changes and stuff and all that jazz going on. Back then, at least 2 years ago, 343 was literally the worst developer, and it was literally everybody was talking about how bad they were. Before we go further into the video, I will say that obviously this is different from the other videos that I make all the time. I just show some dumbass clips of me and my friends playing around, so this is just me actually discussing some thoughts I have on Halo before the Infection update comes out tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have the video up by then. And a quick disclaimer, I'm not going to show like any articles or evidence and stuff like other people do, because most of that stuff that you find, stuff that you can find on Twitter. So, and obviously there are some leaks that you can just find easily, but back to the point of the video. I want to talk about Halo Infinite because of well, unfortunately it failed. Ever since that launch, the game has pretty much been dead ever since like the first week because of obvious reasons. It had no content and it had like nothing in the game. All you could do was play like same Team Slayer and maybe like a big team battle, just like one map. They had like 3 or 4 maps or something like that, and they just didn't have good maps in general. All those maps kind of suck. 2 years after, now we're just now about to get Infection. 2 years after the game's release, that the game is actually I guess fully fleshed out. Even then, season 5 will have a firefight, so I don't even think it's finished yet. Until Firefight comes out, I won't even consider the game finished yet. We finally have custom games, which I think a week or 2 ago, they finally got it to work. So where you could actually like change some settings like gravity and you can change bottomless clip and all that stuff like you used to do back in the other custom games in Halo. Right now, if you can see in the menu, they can actually have a community tab. And there's actually a customs browser. You can click on it and you can actually, at least I can scroll through about 3 pages of like games you can find. The issue is that some of the games don't even work. They don't connect. I literally click play, I try to join, and they just don't connect. It just stays stuck on the loading screen, and I can't even join some of the games. So they need to fix that, and they have, like I said, a lot more desync issues online. Other than that, it does have custom games now that you can join, just like on Master Chief Collection. Multiplayer right here, as you can see, it has a bunch of different game modes now, and they do circle out games every week or so. So right now is this mode. And then I think next week and other stuff, they can change to Team Snipers. They can change to like a Fiesta Super Fiesta or something like that. And then they have Big Team Battle permanently on here. I think that Big Team Battle's heavies. So now you can actually use more vehicles on the map. They do have modes, and then Infection is finally going to be added. The one mode that's missing from the game. And I believe they're going to have like 3 fracture events or something like that. And of course, campaign is still here. You know, the same old after 2 years. As you can see, the customization as well. There's armor sets and stuff. They work for the most part. The only part that sucks is that you unlock 1 core for 1 weapon and you can't use it for any other weapons. You have to either unlock it separately for another weapon or just buy it in the shop, which sucks. And I hate how they did that with the armor too, because you can't have fun with the armor. They have like sets of armor, and I hate that because they could have just made it all 1 armor and you can just choose the armor that you want, like they did in Halo Reach. Like that shit was simple. I'm not saying it's like better, but it's like definitely more simple back then. Nah, you know what? It is better. What the fuck? You had more options and you could choose your goddamn colors. But looking at the game objectively right now, there are more multiplayer modes. The community tab is actually fleshed out. You can actually join custom games technically. And the custom games works, the campaign is there, and all we're missing now is the firefight. And after that gets added, then the game will fully be fleshed out. What is the issue right now? The issue is that they unlaunched this game when it was like with no content. It was dead, so that killed off any hype and fan base like it could have accumulated over time. And unfortunately, that's just the truth. This game probably won't pop off by Infection. I don't think that's gonna save it. That's just gonna definitely give us another fun mode to play, but it won't save the game. They messed up that part already. This is the part of the video where I talk about what I think, my thoughts on Halo Infinite in general. Unfortunately, the game is fun. I'm gonna be careful when I use that word. I don't want to spam that like last time. Gameplay wise, it is one of the most smoothest Halo games that you'll play. Like I play this game and then I go back to Master Chief Collection and I have a bad habit of trying to mantle onto the objects when almost none of them have like to have that. I think that was only in Halo 5 previously, so the game does feel pretty good. It does feel good to shoot when it's not lagging, and it's very accurate and very precise. Feels good when you get kills, feel good to pummel, you know, all that. The gameplay wise, it is very clean. It's very clean. Okay, story is mid. It's kind of it's okay. It can go somewhere, it has potential, but Halo 4 story was good. That's the thing. Halo 4 story, I liked it, and I think it could have been fleshed out with like a really cool sequence and everything like that. You know, I feel like they shoved too much into that one game, so they could have fleshed that out between these 3 games, and it would have been good. But for some reason, it feels like they just rebooted it in Halo 5, and then they just rebooted it again in Halo Infinite. So the story is mixed. It's kind of just, it doesn't even connect smoothly. If you play Halo 1 through 2 and 3, it all connects together. It's smooth. Customizations is bad in this game. I'm gonna say that for sure. That is really bad in this game. Unfortunately, they just didn't let you pick your colors, and the armor system they have is like trash because you got like 7 different sets of armors. You unlock one core, you can't transfer to the other, and I don't know why they made that move, because it's a really bad system, and it's very greedy too. That when you buy a weapon core for one weapon, you have to buy it for other weapons, and that just sucks. They really needed to change that, but they didn't. Their own greed kind of killed this game too. So like I said, customizations in general are bad. And then one of my biggest gripes about Halo is that what makes it feel dead to me is that the voice chat in the game isn't like what it used to be back then in Halo Reach or Halo 3. Back then, you had like a lobby, you know, voice chat where you could talk to everybody. You could talk smack to everybody. And even in game, I think you could talk smack to the other team. You couldn't just hear your own team. You could hear the whole lobby, which is like 8 people. Voice chat for Halo is kind of important because that kind of gives life, you know, it gives life to the game. You know, when you get to smack talk the other person as you play the game, that shit was fun. You won't be able to experience something like that ever again at this rate. I really think they need to add voice chat and make it more prominent in the game. At least like proximity voice chat or something. They need to be creative with it. So, and now for the new stuff. The new stuff that is going to be added is 2 new maps. I think one is a big team battle map, and one is just a regular map. It's like a forest map, and then the other one's the big team battle right here. I think I already forgot what it was called, but I'll put it up on screen if I can find it. Of course, finally, Infection is gonna come into the game. It looks cool, you know. It has the AI that takes over the Spartan, and that's a cool idea. I kind of like it better than what Halo 4 had with the Flood. That shit was ass. The other thing that's gonna be added is they have weapon customizations. Like specifically, the skin that you put on your weapon can actually change the model of it, and I hope that they do something cool with it. Right now, it has some cool stuff right here, as you can see. For the VR and the pistol and the assault rifle, but I hope they put like the old models or something that can change it. You know, like if you get like a Halo 3 skin, it changes the assault rifle to look like Halo 3 or Halo Reaches. That would be cool, and I would be willing to give them money for that. I am gonna record a session of us playing Infection, so hopefully that is fun, and I'll be able to get that video out soon. So I think that's all I wanted to get off of my mind. I think that's everything I wanted to say. I hope I can get this video up by today or the day before of Infection. That's all for now. See ya. Subscribe, bozo.